Well, just trying to throw new things at him because, you know, last game we did different things and just try to crash the net, make the goalie work a little harder than he is. And it's fortunate for the goalie that the puck hit me in the shin or it could have been in net.
Chris McSorley brought up an interesting point. He asked you to rock back and forth instead of standing still. What does that do?
I think it's just like the momentum, like the movement of your body will like throw the goalie off here. He doesn't know where you're going to go. He's trying to outguess you and move the other way so he can get a slide on the puck, and you never know, he might squeak one in.
All right, good luck the rest of the way.
Craig Martin says he's still searching for his best hockey moment of his life. Well, I think tonight he may find it if Buffalo can either win Game 2 or the mini game and take the RHI championship in their inaugural season. Nemeth, a nice move, but a shot off the stick and up into the crowd and out of play. Well, the two coaches here have a great rivalry, McSorley and Black. They coached it against one another last year, and McSorley won that battle with Anaheim. Black's trying to win it this time around.
Exactly. When I saw Chris in Portland, I said, get out of my way. You're always in my way. I mean, just last season, he was just down the road and in my way to get the championship, and now he moves clear across the country. He's in another division. The guy's still in my way. So we're going to have to move him. We have to move him out of the way, forcibly eject him, get him out of the way, and take this championship.
Not easy to do. As we mentioned, McSorley won back-to-back titles at Toledo of the East Coast League. An offside on Buffalo. And he won last year in the RHI, so he's going for his 4th title. Wow. And one reason why that very talented coach, the brother of Los Angeles King Marty McSorley, is headed off a step up to the IHL in Las Vegas.
And he always gives a lot of credit to his players. The players so important. He feels he really gets a good team that plays well together. But his players come back with compliments. They always talk about the close-knit teams that Chris McSorley plays with.
Oh, you can see the intensity in that good close-up. Breakaway chance, Slivchenko taken down from behind. Possible penalty shot here, I would think. Nemeth is whistled. Let's see if the referee calls it. Slivchenko was on a breakaway. Was it clear enough for a penalty shot? Was he away enough from Nemeth to cause the penalty shot?
Slivchenko will just pick up a loose puck. It's a bouncing puck. Now watch Slivchenko, the best skater. He breaks away one little hook. Then the second one there gets him a little bit underneath the shoulder. But it appeared to me that Nemeth hooked, then let go. You see him let go there. Oh, yeah. That's when you can tell the dive happens. The stick all of a sudden lets go, and that's exactly when the player goes down. Smart play by Slivchenko. He drew that penalty. At the same time, he knew he really wasn't going to get a good scoring chance, so he took the dive, and the referee bought it.
Rimshaw obviously talking with the referee now about a penalty shot or not, but I don't think it's going to happen. Nemeth is going off. Jim, you agree with that call?
I agree with the call because I don't think there was any real daylight with Slivchenko. Nemeth always had him within at least a stick range to reach out. So the daylight usually is the prerequisite to be called for the penalty shot.
Well,
Portland gets a penalty here, and they'll get a chance to go on that power play. They move it around so well.
Hey, his first hook helped him keep that daylight narrowed down.
He said he wasn't in the clear.
And you can hear the bench.
He got away from him, and then he like hooked him again.
The guy, that's what he said out there, because I said, that's a breakaway, that's a penalty shot. He said he never got in the clear.
All right, so there you heard it right from the bench, the same conversation going on, and it goes against Portland. But sometimes the difference is not that great because you score about 50-some-odd% here in the power play in the RHI. Shot wide by Rimshaw, and generally they say the advantage goes to the goaltender in the penalty shot. Shot score was batted out and knocked in as St. Cyr hit it in front, and Buffalo was very sloppy in front of their own net. And it's now 6-1 Portland.
You see the gritty part of St. Cyr's character come out right there because he's not afraid to go where traffic is. Two guys behind the goal line setting up. This is a normal power play setup. Then it comes out front. St. Cyr will come out from behind the goal. They work on this power play all the time. Look at St. Cyr. He's not going to get it the first time, but he whacks away. Finally finds that loose puck. Another good look at it. St. Cyr's not that big. Look at him climb in behind one of the defensemen. John Blessman couldn't see him, and St. Cyr, that goal scorer's touch, picks up the loose puck.
Well, Portland has a step on Buffalo tonight, no doubt about it. And, we kind of saw this last week in Minnesota. A team that won Game 1 of the Eastern Final. Quick shot score! Jay Neal quickly comes back. And this big crowd in Buffalo trying to roar and get the Stampede back in it. It's now 6-2 with plenty of time left.
We'll see what kind of effect that goal has, but if it's a close game and a goal like this goes in, it's deadly. The shot comes from a bad angle. Goaltender Carlson gets a piece of it, but certainly not enough. It trickles in behind him. The bad angle nature of this shot, this is a bad goal. Any goaltender will tell you. See, the traffic was not there as the shot came in. Goaltender saw it all the way, just a bad goal.
A big goal, too, for Buffalo. Now Downey, number 93, got a big first half, 3 assists and 1 goal. Still has the puck. This is their big line. They went against the Beccarelli line, I beg your pardon, in game 1. And Beccarelli's line won that one, 10 goals to 7. Tonight they're against the other line. Corvo in front, all O'Neill off his foot. Now Waits gets it out to Corvo again. 3:13 to go, 4-goal game now. Neal in front, save, rebound. And Downey bumps it away, but as he touches up, a penalty upcoming against Portland.
Talk about tempo. Now Buffalo's trying to establish the tempo. They're using the physical play. They continue to drive to the net. And Chris McSorley likes that action. He loves when his players go to the net.
You and Burns down low. Let's go.
Oh, change right there. Well, little discussion between Beccarelli and McSorley.
O'Neill up top. Box.
Usually Beccarelli plays up top on the box.
A lot of puck movement. Jay, I want Rick on that side.
You saw the little conference there between the goal scorer Beccarelli and the coach, and they decided that this man should play a little lower, down in the corner. They've taken away that pass to him at the top of the box on the power play. So if it's not working, you make some changes.
Beccarelli obviously was lobbying for some time with his head coach on the power play. He was not out there the last couple of chances, and the one time he was, they double-teamed him and scored a shorthanded goal by Downey at 6:26 of this quarter. Buffalo looking to get within 3. 3 minutes remain. Second quarter, 6-2 Portland, big chance Buffalo. Neal works into Bergeron. As the Ram one stops, Downey cannot clear it. Neal and Corvo at the point. Bergeron back low. Corvo shot, glove stop by Carlson. Comes right to Valasevic, and he hits the accelerator. Around Neal now one-on-one. He'll shoot it, and it goes wide. He's got a blast. Downey chips it in. Beccarelli knocked down. Downey comes away with it. Now chipped up by Bergeron and whacking in his rim shot. Corvo a little bit slow, and Downey beat him to it.
Real aggressive up the floor by Portland on this penalty kill. They're not wasting any time getting right on Buffalo.
1:10 of the penalty. Bergeron, nice move in front. Bergeron waiting, and he's skewed aside nicely by Downey. Corvo into Beccarelli. Portland would love to keep the big shooter on that sharp angle. Score! Oh, even with that sharp angle, John Beccarelli can score, and he does, and it's 6-3. What a goal! How did that one go in? From a vicious angle to the left of the goalkeeper.
Normally you would call this a lucky goal by Beccarelli. He told McSorley he wanted to go down low. He looks up once, then just slides it towards the net. He knew exactly what he was going to do. The little look up by Beccarelli, he's going to get it back. Right here, he looks up, and the goaltender cheats. Carlson cheated. He was sliding across and watched the space open up. Reverse angle look, a great look there. Beccarelli waited his time. He told his coach to put him down low. It'll open things up. Sometimes the coach has to listen to the player. It works right there.
John Beccarelli has scored 23 goals, and you kind of get the idea that that one was as important as anyone. He's been held scoreless through almost the whole half here. Had a little battle with his coach about some playing time. And now he comes out and performs. Beccarelli will tell you that he'll look at the net when he shoots and waits for that goaltender to give him something to shoot at. That's what happened in that play. 6-3 now. Buffalo with 2 in a row, with some momentum here as we wrap up the first half. Minute 40 to go. Bergeron and Corvo got the assist. Craig Martin has the puck. Martin, back pass, picked off by Slivchenko, the Russian over the line. Slivchenko in for Baskurov. Nice move. Went in deep to Berdnikov. Now Stoss at the point shot. Stop. Rebound left there. Properly by Bertuzzi, and it's batted over the net. Berdnikov across the surface. Henry goes after it. LeMay with a great open surface check on Slivchenko. Berdnikov coming in. Maskarov knocked down in front. Big check, though, by LeMay. The Russians are being hit, and they are being hit hard by Buffalo. Hendry dumps it out with 45 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Russian Stoss now hit hard by Beccarelli. Penalty maybe upcoming. It's going to be on Portland. Beccarelli goes after it. Beccarelli taken away by Rimshaw. And isn't it funny that the characteristics of Buffalo, known for taking a lot of penalty minutes, now seem to be going over to Portland. Another power play chance for Buffalo. John Beccarelli, he threw the penalty. And I'm not sure exactly why Mr. Stoss was headed off there. Sergei Stoss getting a holding penalty, and Beccarelli will take it. Good chance here with 35 seconds remaining to score one more and get within two. Portland led 4-0 after one, 6-1. With under 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Buffalo right back in it. Stampede 2 for 4 in the power play so far. Corvo comes in, down low. Beccarelli looks for Bergeron in front, blocked nicely by Rimshaw, and it's dumped out with 10 seconds to go. Corvo looks up at that clock, now at 10. Corvo into Beccarelli with 8. Back to Neal, 6 on the clock. Across the surface, Corvo shooting high over the net. 2 seconds on the clock, and that'll do it for the first half. Well, Buffalo has to feel a little bit better about things coming back in the end of that second quarter, thanks to goals by Jay Neal and John Beccarelli. As you see, Beccarelli and Rimshaw, they had some words in that first half. Two big players for each team. And those emotions carrying over. A lot on the line tonight, not just pride and not just the championship. As you see, McSorley.
Get out of here. Come on. Come on. Hey, Scotty. 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 Let's go. Think about it. Think about it.
McSorley's prized possession, and Beccarelli thinks better about it. Still some players milling around. The regular season, folks, is long over. Everything is on the line here tonight, including a lot of money. Should be a super second half as John Black heads off. Overall, a good first half indeed for his visiting Rage, who need to win game 2 to force the mini game tonight. At the half, Portland Rage with 4 in the first, adding 3 more in the second. Buffalo with a few, and a score 6-3 after 24 minutes. the outlet, and Vitusi was thinking about pouncing on the puck with St. Cyr in front of him. Inside 10 minutes remaining in regulation. Portland 7, Buffalo 6. Beccarelli in that sharp angle. Passing, score! Yes, yes it did! A late response on a sharp angle shot. Socio from Beccarelli. The referee did not signal it. The red light was put on.
Goaltender is real upset, you can tell that. Not much of an angle there for Socio, but he seemed to find some room behind. The pass was precision right here by Beccarelli. Socio's on the other side. Now he raises his stick right away. So there was no doubt in his mind it went in. Now I think we're going to get a good look at it right here. Goaltender comes across. I don't see the puck. We can't really see it. I think the officials are going to call it off. Another look there. The stick is reached around behind himself. The goaltender, Carlson, keeps it out. He kind of just shoveled. We'll try to take a look very slowly here. We'll look at the puck. It's coming across. But watch the stick of the goaltender, Carlson. He doesn't give up. He gets the shaft flat on the floor. And you can't see any puck crossing the goal line. So a big save by Lance Carlson. Buffalo thought they had it on the power play. Pretty good passing. But it never appeared on that look, and that was about the best look you could get at it, that it went across the goal line. There you see it, frame by frame. And Lance Socio's there, and he redirects it. I think it's just the stick of the goaltender. He's reaching back.
The goal judge has come out onto the surface to explain his decision. He put the red light on a little bit of a delay, and the referee really never responded. Let's see. No goal.
No goal.
And I think our replays definitely support the officials.
Definitely, and I think the players here on the Buffalo bench are not really surprised. Alex Hicks was out on the floor, so he has a few words there for the official. Chris McSorley remains calm. That's the job of the coach.
You know, it almost looked to me, Jim, like the referee, or rather the goal judge, responded to the shooter who was putting his stick up.
Exactly right,
because
Craig.
he didn't put it up. He didn't put that light on right away. And perhaps that's what the goal judge said. It looked like it went in. He may not have even thought it was controversial at the time. Still 1:15 remaining on the penalty. They have 1:15 on the clock now. They'll have to adjust that. And they do. 10:44 on the clock.
John Black is looking up to the clock. Obviously, they want to work that out. I'm down here on the bench with Alex Hicks. Alex, I know you were talking with the official there. What was his explanation to you?
He said that he didn't see the puck go in, and I questioned him. I said, well, you pointed, so the only time you can point in the net when the puck actually crossed the line, he said he made a mistake. So if he's going to be calling stuff before the whistle, then who knows what the outcome of this hockey game is going to be.
Did he talk about the goal judge and his input at all?
He said the light went on, and it was between him and the goal judge, so I don't know what happened. The goal judge put the light on, he pointed, so there should be no question that it went in the net.
They have 10:44 on the clock here, and I'm sure more time has elapsed than that. A few minutes ago, we said there was under 10 minutes to go. So I think they've added some time here. And I'm not sure anybody realizes that. Socio comes in. Socio crossed the surface. Corvo shooting. Hit the leg of Valasevic, sent it all the way down. Jim, I wonder if we can follow up on that on the surface. There's 10:20 now on the clock. And the penalty was at 1:31, and there's still 42 on that. So there's obviously some mess up. Anyway, in front, Cerrone goes across the surface to Socio. Back out to Corvo. The Socio shooting. Blocked by the goaltender, and he hangs on. And now we're told they're going to take a minute off the clock, which now reads 9:59 here at the auditorium. 30 seconds on the penalty, and they just moved it down to 8:59. So that's the official time in regulation. Another 30 seconds to go. And a lot of things happening here in the fourth quarter.
Buffalo wants to go to the front. It's Jason Cerrone. He's in front. Looking for a rebound or deflection. He had a goal earlier on a deflection. He had a breakaway goal, but that time the rebound was covered up by the goaltender. But Buffalo's forte, go to the net, drive to the net, get the big bodies in front, and try to create that traffic.
The RHI awards prize money somewhat similar to what you might see in golf or tennis. Winners making more and so on down the line. And it's heavily stacked toward the playoffs. The difference tonight is over $4,000 for the winner and loser. LeMay into Beccarelli. Big money indeed when you talk about mostly minor league players. That's a heck of a payday. Winning team will take about $8,000 and change extra for their playoff money. Losing team about $4,000 or so. LeMay comes in, shooting, score! May have been deflected in front. LeMay got the blister off. Cerrone was screening the goaltender. A power play goal. We're tied at 7 with 8:35 to go. Wow.
It's just a simple game plan of the Stampede. I don't mean to sound so lackadaisical about the situation, but they're just going to what they do best. LeMay, he gets time, so blast. Why? There's traffic in front. It's Jason Cerrone again. And it's good timing here by LeMay. Look at Cerrone. It hit something. I think it hit Cerrone again.
Wait, hit his skate?
There's a whole bunch of a traffic jam in front, and finally he just raises his arm. You see the deflection. It comes in towards the left side of the net, but it enters the net into the right, so it went off of Cerrone. He was trying to get his foot out of the way. He doesn't care. It's in the goal.
He's got a hat trick now. Quickly the other way. Lipchenko wide of the net. Did that other one hit his skate as well earlier in the game?
The other one went off the skate. This time it looked like it went off the back of his calf or something. The puck was off the ice when it hit his leg.
He doesn't need a stick tonight. 8:13 to go. We're tied at 7, 2-on-1. Martin charges the net. Hicks has it. Looks for the shot after passing it up. The opportunity to send it across to Martin. And Stoss comes back. Rister stopped by Bertuzzi, who hangs on. Buffalo down 6-1. With 4 minutes to go in the second quarter, has roared back, scoring 6 of the last 7 to tie up Portland at 7.
Down here, Craig, with head coach Sean Blackjohn. Obviously a difficult situation for your team. Credit Buffalo, they really stormed back here.
Yeah, they're playing real aggressive, trying to take us out of our game, and they're doing a pretty good job of it from one standpoint, but on the other standpoint, referee's got to make a damn call here. Last time I saw that many elbows, I was watching World Wrestling Federation.
Well, it's not going against you. You're finding yourself in a situation where you have to kill penalties instead of working that power play. Getting down here, tie game. Any changes in plan here?
Well, we just got to get off our heels and take it to them. Simple as that. We got here by taking it to them and going forward. We got to quit staying on our heels and playing a defensive shell here.
Well, they got to look to change. The coach wants them to pick it up, go back to their game plan.
Well, a quadruple tag team effort here. 4-on-4 in the RHI. 7.5 remaining. We're tied at 7. Socio comes in around Balasevic, making a chance on the backhand. He comes in, shot! Big shot by Carlson. Another shot LeMay, and another stop by Lance Carlson, who hangs on. Great chance by Socio, who's shaking his head near the center line. What a stop by Lance Carlson.
Carlson's coming up with a big save. He needs to get his team into this game. Buffalo is all over. Socio to the backhand, misses, runs out of room. And there's LeMay. He had the second chance with the goaltender Carlson. Let Socio hang on. At the same time, though, Carlson doesn't give up. He slides across, and Socio just rang it just off the side of the net. But there's the relentless attack of Buffalo. LeMay was in position to continue to go. Everything's going Buffalo's way.
The trumpeter with a great hockey sound. It's simple, but it says everything. Let's go Buffalo. And that guy usually works in Quebec City, isn't that right, Jim? The NHL season?
Yeah, exactly right.
Corvo comes in. Of course, this game's going up to Quebec. They're not going to be happy about that.
Is he playing that trumpet in French or English? I can't tell.
Might be a cornet. 7:13 to go. We're tied up at 7. Wow, this has been some finish. What a great finish for the RHI season. Again, Portland needs to win this game just to get even with Buffalo, and then we'll play a 12-minute mini game Chris McSorley's team
Hold one and try to take the other.
needing just a win here in Game 2 to win the championship. You can see the streak Buffalo had, 6-1. Since the second quarter.
Just a little thing, Craig, but there's a lot of delay here between the faceoffs. That's the way Buffalo wants it.
Hicks gets the draw from Beccarelli, shooting off a leg. Try to dump it out. Neal will grab it now. Jay Neal goes toward the net. Taken by Rimshaw. Handy with a goal and 2 assists. And now dump back to the Buffalo zone. Jay Neal goes after it. 6:50 remaining in regulation. Portland led 4-0 after 1. 6-3 after 2. 7-6 after 3. Buffalo has finally caught up with a Zeroni goal at 3:25. Beccarelli comes in. Throws it in front. Downey tosses it aside. Now St. Cyr able to dump back to the Buffalo zone. And Hendry puts it right back in. St. Cyr all the way down. That'll be an illegal clear. And they'll bring the puck back deep into the Portland Rage zone. Well, you look at Jerry St. Cyr. Led the RHI in goals this year. Also played in the Colonial Hockey League. And what a year he had there, scoring 113 points, 50 goals for the Thunder Bay Senators. And he won the championship there. A lot of these players are very familiar with championship opportunities and cashing in on them. Many of the Toledo players, some 6 players played for McSorley at the Storm and won the ECHL championship. Here's Zaharov coming in. He had Berdnikov going toward the net. Stolen now by Bashkirov. He circles with Berdnikov. Dumped wide of the net. Zaharov trying to wrap around, shooting on the line. It stopped. Zaharov put his stick up, and he does not get the call he wanted it. So another close call on the goal line.
Zaharov trying to get that goal. His reaction trying to fool the official. I'm down here on the bench with Chris Valasevic. Chris, let's talk about this situation. It looks like your team is on their heels right now. Buffalo is really stormed back. Anything you can do to get the game back in control?
Yeah, we just got to get our confidence back. You know, we took a couple penalties. They got on a little bit of a roll. What we need to do is really settle down, get back to our game, get a little bit more aggressive, and get a little bit more confident in what we're doing.
Is there anything that they changed from the first half to the second half that's made it more difficult?
Yeah, they're coming hard now. Before they were, you know, laying back a little bit and trying to trap us in the neutral zone. Now they're coming hard. We're creating some turnovers for them. We just need to settle down.
Bashkirov gets the draw back to Stas, misses with his shot. 5:52 to go. In regulation, Hicks comes out. Beccarelli charging toward the net. Hicks waiting. Screen shot. Blocked off the leg of Berdnikov, number 7. Beccarelli goes after it. The big goal scorer throws it wide of the net. Don's been somewhat quiet tonight, having a normal game for a change. Here's Berdnikov coming in, flying around. Hicks shot stopped by Batusi. A big one. Net got knocked off. The goalie put it back, which is nice. Keeps the game going. As Buffalo took it down. Alex Hicks goes after it. Craig Martin throws his weight, knocking the helmet off of Stas, who has to go for that helmet. Otherwise, it's a penalty. Beccarelli after it, centering. Bashkirov. Now to Stas up ahead. That could be an offside pass. And let him, after that, Neal play it. And that's eliminated the offside. Bashkirov shot stopped by Batusi. 4:50 to go in regulation. Legal clear waved off. Stas the outlet to Berdnikov. Comes down the lane. Zaharov fakes the shot, still has it. Shooting deflected over the net. And we get a whistle from the referee. He's pointing it. He may have lost sight of the puck. Berdnikov got his helmet knocked off, but he could not call him for a penalty there. It was only off his head a few seconds. 4 minutes and 36 seconds remaining in regulation. Portland needs a win to force the minigame. We'll be back.
Buffalo has stampeded its way back into a tie, 7-7. Nick Vitucci, the life of a goaltender. Make the save, crash, the net comes off, What do? Well, hey, you keep the game going. Look at the goaltender. Reach back, get the net, put it back on the goal line, get set to play again.
Nice work there. Here comes LeMay looking for some more nice work. Big stick save, a foot save by Carlson, actually. Hendry taken down. Crowd looking for a call. 4:20 to go. Downey looks to check him. Now St. Cyr. Nice back pass for Valasevic. Here comes Chris Valasevic. Socio knocking it away. Tom Nemeth will play it. Down from St. Catharines, Ontario, not far from here. 1990 10th round pick of the Minnesota North Stars. LeMay going after it. Good check away from the play. Actually, it was the referee who fell down. And the crowd responding. Ref very slow to get up, in fact. Socio coming in. He has LeMay in the slot. Hooked down, no penalty. Nemeth. Taken away by Downey. Knocks it toward the line. Nemeth dumps it right back in. Now Downey again with 3:29 to go. Downey ahead to St. Cyr. St. Cyr shooting. Quick shot. Wide of the net. Valasevic avoiding the check. Taken away nicely by Socio. And he dumps it down. 3:15 to go in regulation. Referee Mike Condon is still hurting. Leaning over. Deep in the Buffalo zone. Rimshaw pushes around the D. Comes in. Nice stick stop by Bertuzzi. He got the stick out and blocked the deep by Andy Rimshaw. And we stay tied at 7-7. They're standing again at the auditorium.
Nick Bertuzzi, the goaltender, taking control with a little poke check here. Smart play. Rimshaw really doesn't have control. You saw the bouncing puck. And that's the key for the goaltender. He spots the player in trouble, goes out and forces the play, and he swiped it right off the stick. One of the few chances Portland has managed here in the second half. And finally, Bertuzzi hangs on, covers up. Once again, anytime the game is slowed down by holding on to a puck for a face-off, just a little delay. I think Buffalo likes that. It keeps the tempo a little bit slower. Referees, get it away. Hey, Tommy Nemeth trying to play there. Referee goes down. And I'm sure the fans had a good laugh on that one.
Landed right on that left knee. That's why he's still hurting. 2:52 remaining in regulation. Stoss bats at it, high chopping puck. And it's finally contained by Zahara. Mike Zahara drops it back for Sergei Stoss. Slap shot through a screen wide of the net. And up over the glass off the stick. And out of play with 2:37 remaining. There's John Beccarelli. Played for the Italian national team in Albertville in the Winter Olympics in '92.
One of the few times tonight you're going to see him without a Portland Rage player all over him. They've guarded him very closely, and I think Buffalo made an adjustment early in the game, especially on the power play setup. Beccarelli finding new ways to get open. The series and the championship is on the line. 2:37 remaining here in the fourth quarter. It's tied 7-7. And certainly expect Beccarelli to be on the floor. That's exactly where he is. He's been intimidating just with his presence. John Black, the head coach of Portland, the game has got out of his hands. He has to find a way to settle his team down.
John Beccarelli likes to work on old cars in his spare time, loves Corvettes. He's looking for one. Shot from the point, stopped by Bertuzzi, and he hangs on. Just today in Bowling Green, Kentucky, they are opening up the National Corvette Museum and the ribbon cutting ceremony today. And John says, boy, I'd love to be there, but rather be here, at least for this one. But he'll get over there. Here's John Black. What a great story, John Black. He does not come from an ice hockey background. His family owned a roller rink when he was a youngster back in Los Angeles. He grew up in the industry. He's a lawyer. He specializes in insurance defense, but could not resist the lure of getting into the RHI 2 years ago. Shot stopped by Bertuzzi. He says, what would you rather do, depositions or be interviewed by Jim Fox and coach championship games? Bashkirov setting up, shooting, Berdnikov wide of the net. Good setup by Bashkirov. 2:07 to go. Stoss dumps it in. Berdnikov goes after it. Berdnikov checked by LeMay. Beccarelli punches it toward the line. And now it's sent in offside by Bashkirov with 1:55 to go. Well, game rewind. Chris Bergeron, a high-sticking major, ejected, but Buffalo scored a shorthanded goal, and that evened up the power play goal by Portland, a major factor, plus the penalty shot stopped on St. Cyrs' opportunity. And John Beccarelli, the big scorer, held to a goal and assist, but he has been effective. And, you know, you can't win a championship by yourself anyway. And John came in here with 19 goals in his last 4 games, but there's no way you're going to win it with one man. And tonight he's getting some support. And who knows, he might be primed for the game winner yet. He had 7 goals in game 1 of this series. As Socio comes in, drops it for Neal in the backhand, tries to get around his man, no penalty. That's a pretty good call in that situation. They're just too vital. Neal again in front, bumped by Downey, leaves it, shot, goal! Hendry! John Hendry! And around Western New York, they are celebrating goal number 8. Buffalo takes the lead.
Hendry doesn't score much. He just picks up a little loose garbage there and rifles it right to the top of the net. Good reaction. I think, Craig, just another example of how Buffalo has pressured Portland into those little turnovers, especially in the second half. And Portland's run out of options. Carlson sets, and then it goes right over his shoulder. He kind of leaned in. He tried to stay with it as long as he could, but he knew right away, as soon as it went by him, it was into the top corner. Regroup, I think, is the issue for both teams. Buffalo has to try and get their mind back on this last minute and 27. 7th goal playoffs for Hendry. With Portland.
About 30, 40 seconds. Okay? First chance you get.
With Portland, they have to try and find some way to get the momentum, to get the confidence back. And the fans here love it. John Black, he's got his hands full.
1:27 remaining. Hendry scored 12 goals in the regular season. He played a big role on the 1992 NCAA champions, Lake Superior State. He then won a championship in Toledo. As you look at the wacky fans here, he won it for Chris McSorley as well in the ECHL. So he had the NCAA title in 92, ECHL title in 94, and now he goes for the RHI title in the summer of 94. It's been a long summer for these players. This is their summer job. They'll go back to the ice in just a few days. But how rewarding it has been for both of these teams, and for that matter, for all the players around the RHI in big year number 2. 1:20 to go. Now Portland needs one for a tie. Balasevic throws it, blocked down, he's dumped down. Cerrone comes out, 2-on-1. Cerrone did not realize that he had Glesman, and he flipped it up over the glass with 1:12 to go.
Jason Cerrone has a little smile there. There was a 2-on-1 going, but he really was unsure, and the puck was on end. And that's the reason it made its way into the crowd. He wanted to get at least a shot on goal. But because it went so high, I think he's just telling his teammate, hey, I'm trying to get something going here. If it doesn't work, let's get a face-off. And that's exactly what he did. He just rifled it into the lower row of the stand.
Jim, when do you take out Lance Carlson? 1:12 to go.
I think you have to wait till you establish some kind of control down in the offensive zone. You know how quick it can turn here in roller hockey. I think you have to wait for that control. Otherwise, the other team can really counterattack quick. You need your goalie in for that.
He's moving out a little bit now. 1:04 to go. Shot steered up into the crowd. 1:02 to go. Face-off deep in the Buffalo zone. Let's see if he pulls them down.
That's the first part to this plan. Get the face-off deep in the zone. Then that gives you a good opportunity to see everything right in front of you. The goaltender can see if the face-off is won, and if it is, Lance Carlson, you see him, he's already halfway out. He's out to the top of the circles. His team wins this draw. Any kind of control, he's coming right to the bench for the extra attacker.
Jim, a lot of coaches at this point already pull a goalie.
I like this way right here because you have to wait to see where the face-off. Still 102 remaining. Now, you don't want to take your team out of it too early. There's a familiar face, Beccarelli. Cerrone with a hat trick tonight. You mentioned it just a few seconds ago, Craig. Beccarelli getting some help tonight on the offensive end. Cerrone coming up big, planting himself in front. Now he's there to take a defensive draw.
Ice hockey, your goalie is out. High-scoring RHI, you have some second thoughts. A minute to go. Buffalo needs only to win and hang on here to win the championship. Portland needs to win this one and the mini-game. That will only happen if they can win here, though. Balasevic plays it. Carlson working his way out, 45 to go. Balasevic comes in. Slap shot, big shot! Kicked aside by Bertuzzi. 40 seconds to go. Carlson is halfway out of the net. And now he'll go back to play it with 35. Goes across the surface. He's got to come out now. 30 seconds to go. Balasevic comes in to St. Cyr. Leading scorer lane, shooting! Wide, it was blocked by Cerrone. 25 seconds to go. Illegal clear on Buffalo. They'll bring it back with 20 seconds to go. Jim, I know this is not the NFL here. It's a growing league. Obviously, it's captured the enthusiasm around the country and here in Buffalo. But you've got to feel for these fans here who have lived through 4 straight Super Bowl losses. And that head coach is trying to bring them a championship. And it's going to feel as good as any if they can hang on for 20 seconds. Seconds remaining. John Black thought he had it looking good. He did. It was 6-1 at one point. With 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter, Buffalo has scored 7 of the last 8, including 2 in the third. LeMay got credited for the tying goal. Hendry with a minute 27 left, scoring right now what is the leading goal. Balasevic is on the draw. Downey, St. Cyr, Grimshaw in a line. Balasevic actually is at the point now. And Bashkirov is the centerman. He goes for the draw. Bashkirov gets it back to Balasevic. Setting up Bashkirov, 15 seconds to go. They dump it down low to Downey. Back to Bashkirov, setting up for the one-timer. Shot stopped. Puck is there, 8 seconds to go. Balasevic can't control it. Tries to center it. Goaltender still out of the net. Thrown over the cage. 2 seconds to go. Buffalo's going to win. McSorley has won his 4th title in 2 years. 2 with Toledo. He goes back-to-back in the RHI with Anaheim last year and with Buffalo in their first year of the RHI.
Fucking lights, you fucking...
Oh, God, we did it! Oh, shit, we did it! We did it! Good job, Mark. That's what it's all about. Oh, God! It's the way, guys. It's the way. The best, you are the best, the best. I love you, I love you, I love you.
The emotion is so special in sports. Always culminates with this great moment, a championship. Jim Fox.
I'm down here with obvious MVP John Beccarelli. John, takes a lot of effort. Everything has to come together. Can you sum it up for us? I'll tell you, we came out a little flat. We got back on our feet. They took a couple bad penalties. We got the goals. We came out in the 4th quarter and we said we got to go all out. We got nothing to save it for. We don't want to play no mini game. And we pushed it to our max. And when you do that, you don't want to save it for nothing. You're going to come out a winner. They knew they had to go to you, but you got some help tonight offensively. That had to be important. They keyed on me tonight, and I'll tell you, I couldn't get too many shots away. They were following me around the ice. It didn't matter where I go. And I'll tell you, our other players came through big. And I thank them. I mean, I couldn't do nothing tonight. They were watching me like a hawk. All right, John, go celebrate.
Chris McSorley, if his mic wasn't smashed.
Thank you. Players there.
You did it again. Hell of a job, buddy. Hell of a job.
Oh, he got him again. And Jim's got him now.
Down here with Chris McSorley. Chris, the fans here loving it. You got to love it.
Well, I said it, come back, it almost makes it sweeter. They always said, if it's easy, it's no fun, and it doesn't appreciate it as much. God bless these boys.
You always say that you have the horses. What do you think came together for your team to go all the way?
I guess that short-handed goal there, right there later in the game, and even though we gave up when we grabbed that short-handed goal, and it goes to say the type of heart this team has.
Well, Chris, time to join the team, I
I
think.
just want to say hello to my wife, Carrie, and Dad and everybody, and thanks for your support.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Very classy act. This is the Dennis A. Murphy Cup. Dennis, the founder of the ABA that merged with the NBA, founder of the World Hockey Association that eventually merged with the NHL. Dennis Murphy founded the RHI. The cup is named after him. Commissioner Ralph Backstrom is on the surface. Captain Alex Hicks will take it around.
We came back. Where's this Pastorelli? Congratulations.